Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back.
Halt! Who are you and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Radzig Kabila of Dvoyets.
Of course you are, lad, and I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship, and what makes you think he'll see you?
Okay, now let's piss this guy off.
Maybe a little coin would clear the way? How much do you want?
Do you think I'm a fool? Any more nonsense and I'll have you thrown in the dungeon.
You think I'm a coward, do you?
No, I think you're an idiot. Now clear off before I clap you in irons.
Come on, I'm not some peasant. I'm Sir Radzig's blacksmith and I need to speak with him.
It's my job to stop you. Now bugger off.
I may not look the part, but I know about honour and duty. And mine is to tell Sir Radzig what happened to the sword he commissioned.
All right then, go ahead. It'll be your skin if Sir Radzig isn't pleased. Hey!
Everything I had.
How does life in Rattay suit you?
It'd be fine if we didn't have to sleep in hovels and beg for alms. And the bailiff is always on our backs, the bastard. But what can we do? We've got nowhere else to go.
Did you find out what actually happened?
What do I know? The lords are at each other's throats, but it's us that has to suffer for it. Same as always. I reckon they was after the silver mines, wasn't they? God bless.
By the way, we are located in Rattay.
Be a bit more careful. Hal, what are you doing here? I took you for dead.
Oh, it's a long story. But what about you? How did you get out of Skalitz?
You wouldn't believe it. A frightful storm broke that night and Sigismund's heathens ran back to their camp. They never dreamed Sir Radzig would use the storm as cover for our escape. The entire village slipped away as quiet as mice while no one watched. In the morning, when those bandits attacked, all they found was an empty castle with an old goat inside. I wish I could have seen their faces.
So do I. You tricked them nicely. See you later.
What is it? Good day to you. What do you need?
How does life in Rattay suit you?
Them Rattay folk would rather drive us out of here. They won't give us no work, and they won't let us back.
I've lost everything.
So, what are we supposed to do?
Home, my family,
Fucking
my
war.
livelihood. Be merciful.
Did you find out what actually happened?
They say Sigismund is at war with the Czech lords and abducted the king, and our lord sides with Wenceslas.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
Young Sir Hans is our governor, but Sir Hanush is his guardian till he comes of age. That's not a day I'm looking forward to.
What's life like in Rattay?
This is a manorial town, and our lord hasn't got himself tangled up in affairs of state, so it's peaceful here.
I'm used to this. I'm from Skalitz and...
How do the Rattay folk get on with the refugees?
I know they got nowhere to go. Skalitz is a pile of ashes, and the countryside ain't safe. But they've been here too long. Some of those buggers got light fingers, and not a one of them appreciates the sacrifices we made for them.
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
I don't know if it's just old wives' tales, but I hear truly terrible things.
What are you hanging around for? Don't you have any work to do?
No, I don't. Sigismund's marauders took everything I had and reduced me to beggary.
What's it about?
I'm from
Since I lost everything, I've been doing whatever I could to survive.
Help help your
Only
neighbour.
I got caught with my hand in someone else's pocket. And since then, I can't even set foot on the square without the catchpoles pouncing on me.
So you're a pickpocket? All right, get to the point, but keep your hands where I can see them.
My honestly begged groschen were taken from me by that bastard of a guard, Pazdera. He claimed I stole them and took them for himself, the swine. Well, if you can get them from his pocket back into mine, where they rightfully belong, I'll give you a share and teach you a handy trick too. What do you say?
All right, I reckon I can manage that. How much coin are we talking about?
Everything he has on him.
Pity on me.
Half
the
is
poor
yours.
Wretch. Sigismund
It
and
all
his
sounds a bit
murderers
fishy.
took everything
Well,
I had.
take it or leave it. But if you get my money back from Pazdera the guard, I'm sure I can put some more work your way.
I see you survived.
Aren't you observant?
You still owe me. Don't think I've forgotten.
I don't owe you. I owe your father, and he's dead. So get out of here.
Do you really want to make me angry? Do you really think that's wise?
No, I don't. Fine, I owe you. And what am I supposed to do about it? You think you'll get anything from me? Look at what I've got. But maybe I could. Maybe I could tell you where you can find some money. If you forgive my debt, that is.
All right, then. Start talking.
No. First, I want you to swear you won't be demanding anything else from me.
Very well, then. Talk.
When we were running from Skalitz, I heard something. I don't know who said it. It's a miracle I could even hear it in that chaos. Either way, somebody hid a lot of coin under a dovecote.
Under a dovecote? And that's it?
That's all I know. How many dovecotes could there be in Skalitz? If you've got the guts to go back there, you're bound to find it.
Fine. We'll see.
Good health to you.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
He's strict, but just. Thank God for him. You don't get mixed up in nothing like that Saratsi. So you don't see no one attacking us.
What's life like in Ratai?
Well, life's good here. Even better if them damn refugees would only vanish.
How do the Ratai folk get on with the refugees?
Pah, don't even talk to me about it. I wish that rabble was gone. I know they've met with misfortune, but here they do nothing but thieve and make problems.
Okay, this is the grindstone. Here you can clean your weapons from blood and you can also repair them. To repair them you need to spam the pedal button so that grindstone rotates, and while doing that you need to push your weapon towards it as well as to put it under the right angle. If you do all of that well, you're gonna get a fiery sparkly particle effects, which means that you're actually repairing your weapon. If not, you're gonna get a smoke coming out of your weapon, which means that you're actually damaging it. So basically, fiery sparkly particle effects are good and the smoke is bad.
Jesus Christ be praised.
What's life like in Rattay?
Good. Or it was till them refugees came. Still, we're better off here than most places.
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Terrible things. Horrible. I hear they skin people alive, and what they do to the womenfolk. Better take your own life than fall into their hands. Beasts they are. Animals.
The people have a place and have a smell. Fresh bread, and pour yourself a bit of fresh milk to drink.
Good day to you.
Hey!
Axes, rakes, hoes! Get the best right here.
Get them.
Young sir, I can see your future. All the joys and tribulations yet to come are written in your palm, and I can read them there.
Apples, cucumbers, onions. Come
Why
get
not?
'em.
So, what fate awaits me, good wife?
Alas, young man, you will meet with great suffering. The Lord is testing you, or punishing you. Look to your conscience. Make restitution for all the evil you have done, and repent. Repent, like the good thief, and perhaps you will be absolved.
Thank you. Here's your coin.
I thank you, Goodman. There's not many who treat me as kindly as you have. May God be with you.
God be with you.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I wouldn't beg, good neighbors, but I'm reduced to this.
What the hell? Good day to you.
How does life in Rattay suit you?
I suppose it was kind of them to take us in. But then they just left us here to fend for ourselves. Nobody gives a damn about us.
Did you find out what actually happened?
Folks say it was on account of our silver and how Sir Radzig sides with the king.
Jesus, look where you're going. Good day to you. What do you need?
Good health to you.
Heavens, lad. You're looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Last time I saw you, I thought you were ready for the priest.
I'm feeling as good as new.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
What's life like in Rattay?
Life is good here. By God's mercy, the war's passed us by so far. There's nothing but them refugees to disturb the peace.
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Everywhere they go, they pillage, rape and slaughter. Or so the tales have it. Of course, all armies do that, but then barbarians take pleasure in it.
I want to learn to read. Who should I go and see?
There's a retired scribe in Ushitz. He could teach you.
About that debt.
Here you are.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you're a man of honour. Is there anything else I can do for you?
This is the guy who healed us in Teresa's home. So that's why I paid him. Over here we have a nest. So let's see if there's something in it.
Jesus Christ be praised.
How does life in Rattay suit you?
It'd be fine if we didn't have to sleep in hovels and beg for alms. And the bailiff is always on our backs, the bastard. But what can we do? We've got nowhere else to go.
Did you find out what actually happened?
What do I know? The lords are at each other's throats, but it's us that has to suffer for it. Same as always. I reckon they was after the silver mines, wasn't they?
I noticed some of the Skalitz men look like they've been in the wars. Has something happened here?
There's a local brawler who takes on all comers for bets. If you beat him, you get some silver. If you lose, you have to do his job for him.
Oh, I'll have to look into that.
I wouldn't beg, good neighbours, but I'm reduced to this. I'm from Skalitz and, well, you know, God be with you.
Have pity on me, a poor wretch.
Eternal rest grant unto them, O Lord, and let perpetual light shine upon them, and may the souls of all the faithful beneath thy mercy we take refuge in the blessed Virgin Mary. Sustain not our supplication in our distress, but favor us from terrors, and our pure and blessed. Eternal rest grant unto them, O Lord, and let the perpetual light shine upon them, and may the souls of all the faithful departed, through the mercy of God, rest in peace. Amen. Eternal rest grant unto them, O Lord, and let the perpetual light shine.
I wouldn't beg, good neighbours, but I'm reduced to this.
Now this is a guard tower filled with weapons. Should I loot it? Or should I come back later? I'm gonna come back later.
What the hell was that?
Oh god, no! I'm actually stuck here. Great. But I can always fast travel. Nice.
I wouldn't beg good neighbours, but I'm reduced to this. Well, you know.
God be with you, good sir.
A bit of this, a bit of that. This is enough.
What was that? A snake?
I'm reduced to this. I'm from Skalitz and, well, you know.
How does life in Rat Eye suit you?
I suppose it was kind of them to take us in, but then they just left us to fend for ourselves. Nobody gives a damn about us.
Did you find out what actually happened?
Folks say it was an account of our silver and how Sir Radzig sides with the king.
Dear people, don't leave a poor woman to starve. Sigismund took every...
Scarlet lies in ruins.
This map is really beautiful.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Be a bit...
Good day to you. Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
I don't know.
Good day to you.
How do the Ratai folk get on with the refugees?
Well, they have it tough, no doubt. But there's not enough room for them here. How much longer will they be living on our streets? Nothing good will come of this. What if one of them has brought the plague with him?
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
Sir Hanush is a good lord. Things won't be the same when that wastrel Sir Hans takes over. That will be a sorry day.
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Don't talk to me about that fucking rabble. A soldier was saying in the alehouse, them barbarians impale people on spikes. Rape women. They hold nothing sacred, the filthy heathens.
Okay, so at this guy we can repair our items and weapons as well.
Hey, watch it.
Welcome, Henry. Jesus Christ be praised.
Can we do something about the price?
All right, so?
What are you doing?
Satisfied?
We're getting there, just drop the price a bit more. All right, so?
Okay, now let's rob this guard tower. Now I'm not gonna take these 2 items because I can't store them in a chest and I also can't sell them to Miller.
God save you, Henry.
Wait, what? They don't count as a stolen? What? What? Can I wield this weapon? Minimum strength 3. I have 3 strength. Nice. It means I can wield this sword. What about bow? This is too much for me. Okay, I definitely can't use these bows. Okay, nice.
Look where you're going. Hey, look out. Doesn't even know how to apologize.
I'm sorry, okay?
What was that noise?
Jesus Christ be praised.
Are you the brawler who takes bets?
What's it to you?
I'm a Skalitz refugee, and I'd like to try my luck against you.
Hang on, I know who you are. And I'll only fight you for silver. Got it?
Why for silver?
Do I really have to tell you? Look at yourself, and then look at the others. All they've got to wager is their labour. But you've got coin.
Are there any rules?
Aye, a couple. Whoever lands on his arse of runs loses. And no knives, axes, or any of that shit. You'll forfeit your wager for that, got it?
All right, let's fight then, if you think you can take me.
Hold your horses, laddie. First, you have to prove you're a worthy opponent for me by beating 2 other regular brawlers, Stephen and a fellow they call Ringlet.
What's life like in Rattay?
We got sturdy walls and 2 castles to protect us. There's not many towns have that, and we got everything we need here. We got an apothecary, a swordsmith, an armourer. We got a beautiful church and a fine alehouses.
Damn.
that noise? Is something the matter? What's the matter with you?
Okay, this is definitely gonna be tough to pickpocket this guy, unless I wait for him to go to sleep. Now what about Punch Me quest?
God be with you.
Aren't you Ringlet? Milan says I have to beat you before he'll take me on.
And you're that blacksmith's lad, right? What do you want out of it? You're not living in the dirt here like the rest of us.
Maybe not. But why shouldn't I try and beat some coin out of him too?
Yeah, and you can pass it on to us that need it. If you want to fight me, you dandy, then pay up. Or fuck off.
What am I to do? A poor wretch who's...
Ow! Down, pig. Oof. Oof. Ow.
Nice, I can also loot him. I'm only gonna take Groshen. He's already poor. Okay, now let's get the other guy.
Where the hell were you brought in? Don't you know you have to
Jesus Christ be praised.
You're Stephen, aren't you? Milan tells me he won't fight me until I beat you.
Oh, yeah? And why would you want to? Well, never mind. I'll fight you if you pay me. What do you say?
Ow!
Bollocks! Booger! Gotcha!
Dobre dawaj.
You're going to cry.
Oh! Look it out! Oh! Oh! I'll gut you. Curse. Gunda!
Okay, now let's go to sleep.
Henry!
As you can see, pots with food replenish over time. I think they need 1 or 2 days to replenish.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Let's fight.
You gave those two a pretty good hiding, and I made a groschen or two in bets. You Skalitz fellows are good for my purse. I'll squash you like...
Na kurwa! Ja!
Cunt!
Missed!
Fucking...
Kunda!
God! What's up? Way off. Oh dear! Did that I'm over. Whew, well landed. Take that!
Okay, let's see. We have 2 debuffs. One is injured torso and one is injured head.
Livelihood. Be merciful, good people.
Could that be the smith's son, Hal?
On my soul. It is him. What are you doing here, lad? We thought you were done for.
I must speak with Sir Radzig. Is he here?
He's in the palace with Sir Hanush of Ratai. They're feasting in the Knight's Hall. What do you want with him?
My father made him a sword. He asked me to deliver it to Sir Radzig.
I don't see any sword.
No. Bandits attacked me and stole it. I need to tell his lordship what happened. And then I'm going to find the sword.
Of course you are, Hal. Good luck.
Thanks.
What is it? Hey, watch it. Lout.
Your Graces, I have to tell you in all seriousness that this land of ours is in the shit. Deep fucking shit. Don't you agree?
I might not have put it as eloquently as you, Hanush, but I've been driven out of my own castle, so I'm hardly going to disagree.
Indeed. But Vfxone is yours for as long as you need it. There's room enough for your men and you here at Rattay, and I'm sure my ward won't have any objection to me lending you his castle.
I'd be honoured. Vfxone is at your disposal as long as you wish, Your Grace.
Just as well you have another castle at the other end of town, eh? At any rate, I'm beholden to you, Sir Hans, and to you, Sir Hanush.
I don't like to speak ill of your people, Sir Radzig, but, well, there's no love lost between the townsfolk and the refugees. There's been talk of criminality.
Well, they'll have to get used to it until the situation's resolved.
But when will it be resolved? And what on God's earth is this war even about? I won't lie, sir. I don't understand it.
You aren't alone, Father. I believe Sigismund's original intention was to persuade Wenceslas to accept the imperial crown and to leave the rule of Bohemia to him.
Who could blame him? I know Wenceslas is a friend of yours, Radzig, but even you have to admit he brought it upon himself.
I can't deny the king neglected affairs of state for other pursuits. There is a need for order in the land, but I don't think the lords who sided with Sigismund realized just what Hungarian order looks like.
Hungarian order?
What concerns me, sir, is how a good Christian could resort to such brutality.
To give him his due, I don't think he expected the lords of this country to stand behind the king. But thanks to him, we're tearing ourselves apart, and now he has to get things under control.
But why in God's name does he have to use those barbarians?
Money is the root of all evil, young sir. Wars are costly, and this one has dragged on for a year. Sigismund ran out of coin for knights, so he recruited those whore sons that settled in Hungary. The less he pays, the more they make up for it with plunder.
That's why he attacked us. He was after our silver.
What are you doing? You've no business here. Clear off.
Wait, it's Henry. Henry, who disappeared after I clearly ordered him to remain at Taumberg.
I'm sorry, sir, but I had to bury my parents.
Had to? Do you think you were the only man who lost someone there? But the others listened to their lord.
And it wasn't just your own life you nearly threw away. So Robard and his men risked theirs to save you.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
Oh, there you go. When you have to, Radzig.
Your father was a remarkable man, and your mother, she was remarkable too. They deserved a Christian burial. Did you manage that at least?
No. I was attacked by thieves. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for that girl.
Girl?
The miller's daughter, Teresa.
The miller's daughter saved you from the footpads? Well, there's a tale to tell your children.
I owe her my life. She distracted them and then brought me to Ratai. But without Sir Robard, we'd both be dead.
Oh, that's what I call a good woman. Hang on to that one, lad.
Still, it's a great shame your parents are buried in unconsecrated ground. That means purgatory for them.
Be quiet, friar. I didn't invite you here to eat me out of house and home and deliver a sermon while you were doing it.
If you're so concerned, Father, maybe you should save the innocent souls of these fine Christians yourself. Go to Skalitz and consecrate their graves. I assure you, if you're killed by bandits, your soul will soar straight to heaven, as long as someone buries you in consecrated ground first.
If there's anything left to bury, that plump carcass of yours would be quite a feast for the wolves and the crows. And one skeleton looks much like another, so how would we know which were your ordained bones or those of Sigismund's Tartars?
Be that as it may, why have you come here?
I must get your sword back.
Sword? My sword hangs here at my side.
No, the sword my father forged for you. One of those thieves stole it from me.
They almost killed him and he already wants to go back.
Takes after his father, I suppose. Lad, I've lost a castle, a village, silver mines, and a good half of my subjects. Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
I understand. I'd feel the same way. But prudence is the better part of valor, and a dead man keeps no promises.
Aye. The woman had to save his fat from the fire, and now he wants revenge. What kind of fool are you, boy?
He's no fool. Henry, you have courage, but you need training, arms, a horse. Or do you mean to beat this thief at dice?
No, sir. Please, take me into your service and give me the chance to learn these things.
The gall of him! Fled from the enemy, disobeyed your orders, duped Sir Divish, lost your sword, put Sir Robard in danger with his actions, and now he wants a promotion.
Sir Capon's right.
What you say is certainly true, except for fleeing the enemy. You would have run as well, believe me. Henry's earned some punishment, but how do you punish someone who's already lost everything, Courage and blind obedience are good qualities for a soldier, but a wise man also appreciates loyalty, perseverance, and determination. Besides, that was a fine sword that his father made. If he thinks he can get it back, I won't turn it down.
My lord, he's a peasant. You can't make a squire of a peasant.
Why not? Someone made a priest of a pig.
He isn't a peasant, Father, he's a blacksmith, and recent events have left me in need of his skills. So, you'd like to enter my service?
Sir, Yes, I would. You won't regret it.
Oh, I probably will. I'm doing this for your father, lad. Don't it disappoint me.
Oh, fortune has finally smiled on you today, lad. Make the most of it.
Now that I think about it, Sir Hanush, the boy needs training and experience, and you need spear carriers.
That's true. The bailiff is always complaining about your people making trouble in the camp. Maybe one of their own among the guard might help.
It might. In any event, it will prove valuable experience.
But let's be clear. You're the one paying him. Captain Bernard, see to his training, and then send him to the bailiff.
Yes, sir.
And don't spare him.
You can rely on it, sir.
Don't forget, Henry. Don't disappoint me.
I won't, my lord.
Be merciful. So much burned.
As you can see, we got a new mark on the map, this star. This is a quest tipster. He's basically gonna give you a tip on who wants to give you a quest. There is another quest tipster here.
God be with you.
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
Aye, there could be something for you. It might not be to your liking, though, on account of it's the executioner who's looking for someone. At least, that's what I've heard. Of course, folk here don't want to have anything to do with him. Only the more they avoid him, the more they gossip about him. Oh, and another thing. We're told our local gamekeeper was looking for help with something a while back. Why don't you ask him if he still needs help?
Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
I don't know.
God be with you. Do you know if there's anyone around here who could use my help?
No one I can think of.
As you can see, we had to progress a little bit further with main story so that we can unlock some side quests, and now we are also gonna learn few more tricks in combat. Now where is that guard? But we will continue this in the next episode, so if you liked this one, give it a like, dislike if you think it sucked, and see you next time. Thank you.